Tibet is the world's highest plateau, which is surrounded by Himalayan range in the south, Karakoram range in the west and Kunlun mountain in the north. Tibet is taken as a unique land because of its climate, height and geographical structure. It has so many high mountains, and it is also the source of many rivers like Brahmaputra, Indus, Ganges, Mekong, Yangtze, Huanghe, and so on. Kailash mountain is the sacred place for the Hindu people. Thousands of Hindu pilgrims from India and other parts of the world visit Kailash mountain and Mansarovar lake each year. Most of the pilgrims travel to the Chinese autonomous region of Tibet via Nepal's route because it is the shortest and the easiest. In our team, there are 25 people of Indian origin who live in California, in the United States of America, including one Swami, master, from southern India, one Pandit and his wife. The team intends to visit Mount Kailash and Mansarovar Lake and Saptarishi Cave. It also wants to worship God Ram and Goddess Sita. The pilgrims are warmly welcomed by Mr. Ganesh Neupane, Managing Director of Monteresa Treks and Expedition Private Limited, as they arrive in Kathmandu on the 19th of June 2012. Thereafter, the travelers are taken to Hotel Radisson, a categorized deluxe 5-star hotel. The next day, all Kailash Yatri or travelers are taken to Pashupatinath temple for worship. This temple is situated in northeast of Kathmandu. In Hindu religion, Lord Shiva is taken as Lord Protector. Pashupatinath is one of the world-famous religious places where millions of devotees and tourists visit throughout the year. This Pashupath region is filled with various art and architecture, small temples and idols of gods and goddesses. Before starting the journey to Kailash, a meeting on the further planning of the tour is held. The staff of the Monteresa Treks and Expedition Private Limited are demonstrating the Tirthayatris about the use of oxygen in times of need. It's time to start the journey to Kailash from Hotel Radisson after breakfast in the morning. All the travelers are boarding the bus, including Ganesh Neupane, Managing Director of Monteresa Treks and Expedition Private Limited. After 2 hours, the pilgrims reach 0 kilometer of Kavre Palanchok district and take rest for some time. Some of them are having tea and some are checking their blood pressure. Then they moved to Dolalghat Bazaar, where they crossed the bridge and continued traveling along the Bhote Koshi River and reached Barabise Bazaar. Thereafter they reached Tatopani Bazaar. On the way from Tatopani Bazaar to Miteri Bridge, there is a beautiful spring. The travelers are spellbound by the spring and the Bhote Koshi River. Khasa Bazaar can be seen on the way to Miteri Bridge. Now the travelers arrive at Liping. There is a bus park here. Buses from Kathmandu do not travel ahead from here, so the pilgrims walk for 10 minutes and rest for some time in a hotel. After all immigration formalities are complete, the pilgrims walk ahead, reach Nepal Friendship Bridge and cross half of the bridge. Tibetan security checks passports, visa paper one by one, and then only the travelers are given entry to Tibet. The Tibetan guide Mingma has already arrived at the Tibetan immigration office, welcoming the team with all travel documents for the Kailash trip. There are only 4 comfortable seats in this single jeep. The journey on the jeep is very exciting. Now the team arrives at Jangmu Bazaar. This bazaar is known as Khasa Bazaar in Nepali. The team stops here for some time in order to enjoy the beauty of the Tibetan settlements. While moving ahead towards Nyalam Bazaar from Jangmu, the team can admire some springs, enjoy a peaceful environment and observe green forests, waterfalls and so on. The distance from Nepal-Tibet Friendship Bridge to Nyalam is only 35 kilometers. Since the travelers reach Nyalam in a single day, they need to spend 2 nights here. Since all the pilgrims are vegetarian, the same kind of arrangement is done for them. The cooking team is highly skilled for Kailash pilgrims. In the morning of the second day in Nyalam, after breakfast, the travelers take note of the scenic landscapes without having any problems of high altitude sickness as they climb up from Nyalam Bazaar. This journey takes about 2 hours. Upon completion of the journey on the hill, people are identified whether they are affected by high altitude sickness or not. This group of 25 pilgrims for Kailash tour seems large. Some are dancing and some others are moving normally on their way. Some tired pilgrims rest for a while and the Swamiji does yoga. As they reach the top of the hill, all of them perform yoga. Staying there for about half an hour, they climb down to Nyalam. The city which the team is presently looking at from the hill is Nyalam. The fluttering, colorful flags Lungdar, posted of peace, gives heavenly pleasure. Nyalam, where the team stayed last night, lies at an altitude of 3,750 meters. This is the second biggest city of Tibet on the way to Kailash journey. Only people of Tibetan origin live here. On the third day, the team continues with the journey from Nyalam to Saga, where the team glanced at Milrepa Buddhist Monastery after a 30-minute jeep drive. This is Milrepa Buddhist Monastery. Here we can see colorful paintings of Tanka. The Tibetan guide is introducing Milrepa to the pilgrims. After the observation of the Milrepa Buddhist Monastery, on way to Saga, the team now arrives at Yalungla Pass, 5,050 meters, from where white mountains can be seen, and below that there are desert-like naked but very attractive hills. Here is a big gate that welcomes all. It is decorated with colorful flags, and from here mountains like Gauri Shankar are clearly seen. Watching Yalungla Pass for a while, the team moves ahead, and before reaching at today's destination, the team is at Piku Chu Lake. Before arriving at this lake, the team discontinues the journey for lunch. After watching the Piku Chu Lake, the team drives for half an hour on the gravel road and reaches Nunilotal, Salty Lake. Then, the team arrives at Saga Bazaar. Before Saga, the team also sees the holy Brahmaputra river, emanating from the melting snow of Kailash Parbat and flowing to converge at the river Ganges. This very beautiful place is Saga Bazaar. This bazaar has many facilities such as electricity, telephone, hotels, etc. Today's journey for 6 hours from Nyalam to Saga has ended. Some travelers can reach up to Dongba to spend the night. This team plans to spend 2 nights in Saga and go to Mansarovar directly in a single day. Some pilgrims rest on their own respective rooms, and some others help Nepali cooks prepare food. Staying at Saga, the team starts the journey towards Mansarovar Lake. On the way, one can see heaps of sand, grazing sheep, goats, and yaks. The travelers are busy taking photos. The team reaches the Mansarovar Lake's Chu Monastery. The distance from Saga to Mansarovar is 462 kilometers. It takes about 8 to 9 hours to reach there by jeep. This is the place between Dongba and Paryong. After lunch, the driving continues and the team reaches Horchu near the holy lake Mansarovar Hills. From here, Mansarovar Lake, Mount Gorla Mandata and Kailash Parbat can be seen very clearly. This is the place called Horchu, and from here the circumambulation of the Mansarovar Lake begins. This Mansarovar Lake circumambulation is 102 kilometers in distance. According to the local people, it takes 3 days to circumambulate for local residents, but it takes 5 to 7 days for the tourists or pilgrims on foot. In order to circumambulate the Mansarovar Lake, the team stays at Chu Monastery. The remaining part of Mansarovar is circumambulated only after the Kailash Parbat. The team arrives here after a 25-minute jeep trip from Horchu. Mount Gorla Mandata is also pleasing the team. The lake is very beautiful. Ducks are seen swimming at the edge of the lake. The team reaches Chu Monastery after 2 hours of driving. The lodges and mud-built guest houses are available here. The team also selects one, and this is its guest house. Today, the pilgrims reach the Mansarovar Lake, 4,580 meters. The lake is the most sacred among Hindus. It is also a must-visit place for Hindus due to its sacredness. Hindu scriptures reveal that a Hindu must visit this place once in a lifetime. The travelers stay at a place known as Manas, meaning mind or consciousness. So, Mansarovar Lake is known as the lake of consciousness and knowledge as well. This lake is connected with a deep religious and spiritual relationship and is very significant for both Hindu and Buddhist followers. It is a religious belief that if one goes around the lake and bathes in its sacred water, he or she will be pure with all sins and diseases washed away from the body. Likewise, it's believed that people can get their youth and energy back by means of bathing in its holy water. As described in the Ramayana, it is said that a person who goes round the Mansarovar Lake and bathes in its holy waters goes directly to heaven. Similarly, it is written that the person who drinks the water of this lake recognizes the Shivalok, the palace of Lord Shiva. Kailash Parvat is situated about 58 kilometers far in the north from Mansarovar Lake. Brahmaputra river flows from eastwards of the Mansarovar Lake. Some others believe that they get salvation after death, even if they only touch its pure water. So, many people cherish to visit Kailash Parvat and Mansarovar Lake at least once in their life. According to an Hindu traditional legend, it is believed that Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati take bath every night from 2 a.m. till 4 a.m. It is said that pilgrims who stay at this place at night can watch both the divinities in full moon. The next day in the morning, the pilgrims are traveling to Mansarovar Lake in a jeep from hotel. Swamiji, the team's master, and Veda Pandit are praying. Here he talks about the significance of the Mansarovar Lake. Some take a dip in the lake, some are simply bathing, and others are offering money there. Swamiji is washing Rudrakshamala, rosary of Uttrasum beads, and he is cleaning the god's idol and bathing himself and finally praying the god. Today the weather is very clear, so the Mansarovar Lake and Kailash Parvat are clearly seen, and pilgrims are able to see them as well. After bathing in the Mansarovar Lake, all the travelers return to the hotel. The team is preparing for worship now. Veda Pandit is reciting religious hymns to the pilgrims who have lost their parents, and Swamiji is preparing for worship and recitation inside the tent. The travelers take rest for a while after lunch and then travel towards the Chu monastery. Pilgrims now are heading towards Darchen. From the Chu monastery, the team can see the Kailash Parvat, Mansarovar and Rakshas lakes. In the south, we can see the Mount Gorlam Mandata as well. Darchen is 40 kilometers away from the Mansarovar lake and it takes an hour by jeep. Darchen is known as the Golden City, located at the foot of Kailash Parvat. The next day, the pilgrims with Nepali helpers travel forward in order to visit the Saptarishi cave and Nandi Parbat. The journey now starts at 5 a.m. from Darchen. The team reaches Serlung Monastery after an hour-long travel. Normally, this journey from Darchen takes 2 to 3 days on foot. But in a jeep, one can reach there in about 10 to 11 hours in a single day. Now, the journey starts on foot and arrives at Astapad after 10 minutes of walking. Astapad is a sacred religious hill that is situated at the lap of Kailash Parvat. Literally, Astapad means 8 steps of feet. This hill is the place where many sages and monks have completed their meditation in the past. The pioneering sage of Jain religion, Rishabdev, also meditated in this cave. After the visit to Kailash and Nandi Parvat, the travelers climb up for 4 hours and arrive at a place from where the Atmalinga can be seen. On the way, Ganesh Nyopane and Swamiji become very sentimental, worship Atmalinga and embrace each other. The team is moving ahead by washing their face with the waters of the Sailila river that emanate from the Atmalinga. Going round the Saptarishi cave and Nandi hill is more difficult than taking a round at Kailash Parvat. Atmalinga looks very beautiful from here. The importance of snow-covered sacred Kailash Parvat is described in the Puranas, religious texts, and many other Hindu religious books. In the Hindu myth, it is said Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati used to live there. In the western part of this hill, Aruna Parvat is located. The Kailash Parvat is filled with different medicinal herbs. The hill is also believed to contain expensive metals and mines. The Kailash Parvat is facing towards Nandi Parvat and Ganapati mountain. In the western part of Kailash Parvat, Lord Shiva's Atmalinga is brightly reflected. This Atmalinga is made up of snow named Puspadanta, which shows the importance of Astapadu that lies at the top of Kailash Parvat. Likewise, Sailila river is believed to have started from Atmalinga. Sages and yogis believe the devotees get the power and knowledge like Lord Shiva if they bathe in this river. Thus, Kailash Parvat is a very significant religious sanctum. Observing and offering the Atma Linga from a distance, one can get to the base of Saptarishi cave. Then, with the help of a rope, one can reach there. Expert help is a must for this kind of journey, and the team has the manpower available to do so. The front part of the cave is decorated with flags and colorful objects. Most of the visitors of this cave are religious people. According to the Nepali astrologers, Saptarishis like Kashyap, Bharadwaj, Gautam, Jamadagni, Vasishta, Vishwamitra and Arundhati had meditated in this cave. So this cave is named as Saptarishi cave. This cave is a very important religious center for Hindus and Buddhists. It is located at the height of 5,880 meters above sea level. So, only a limited number of pilgrims can reach there. Kailash Parbat, Aruna Parbat, and many naked hills can be seen from here. It is very difficult to describe the natural beauty prevailing in this part of the world. After visiting Saptarishi cave, one arrives at the Sardong Chuksumla Pass. Its height from the sea level is 5,860 meters. The team climbs down for an hour in order to reach the plain land. Then one has to walk for 2 hours on the plain and then reach at Serlung Monastery. This is the scene while returning from Saptarishi cave and Nandi Parvat Parikrama. Now the travelers go by jeep in order to return to Darchen. The journey was exciting and more adventurous. Today the team is preparing for the Kailash Circuit Tour, Korak. The entire team of pilgrims is heading towards Yamadwar. It takes about 20 minutes for the jeep to reach there. It lies at the distance of 5 kilometers. This place is also known as Tarboche. At Yamadwar, all the pilgrims are offering prayers to Lord Shiva. Swamiji is preaching on the glory of the Lord. Then the pilgrims go round the Yamadwar 3 times. According to Hindu religion, this place is called Yamadwar, gate of the god of death, and sneaking in and coming out or encircling it are done. From here, physically disabled pilgrims offer their prayers to the Kailash Parbat from a safe distance. The jeep moves ahead towards Ser Song, from where the journey on foot to Kailash Parvat begins. This road is somehow busy with pilgrims, horses, local porters, yaks and Nepali workers. The sacred Kailash Parbat is located at an height of 6,740 meters from the sea level. This is the place where 4 different schools of religions gather in number of thousands each year. Kailash Parvat is supposed to be the central part of the world and origin of the world, before the origin of Hinduism, Jainism and Buddhism. Kailash Parvat is glorified in the holy books like Ramayana and Mahabharata. According to the ancient Asian stories, the civilization is incomplete without the description of the Kailash Parvat. Kailash Parvat is located in Tibet. Scientific research of this region is not satisfactory. This religious Parvat extends from Brahmaputra in the east to Karakoram in the west. Different religious groups like Shaiva, Hindu, Bauddha, Jain and Bonpo are respecting Kailash equally, though they explain it differently. In the Shaiva and Bauddha traditional literature, Kailash is described as part of Sumeru, which is supposed to be the center of the world. Buddhists respect it in the name of Kangrim Poche. Buddhists have accepted the Kailash and Mansarovar as a great natural mandala. Mandala for them means respect and salvations. Jains believe it in Aspada. The founding father of this religion, Rishabdev, had derived spiritual salvation at the same place. There are various logics to claim that this Parvat is being sacred. The Parvat is located in isolation. This Parvat is the source of big rivers of Asia from all four directions. The main rivers that have originated in this area are Yarlung, Janbo, Brahmaputra, Satluj, Indus and Karnali. The circuit tour of Kailash is 53 kilometers long. There is a belief that if one goes around the Kailash Parvat for 108 times, they directly get nirvana. It is also said that a person who moves around Nandi once equals moving around the Kailash Parvat for 13 times. The team starts its journey for 3 days from Sersong. Essential commodities are transported on yaks, porters and horses. Those who cannot walk can ride on horses as well. After a 3-hour-long walking distance along the riverside road, the travelers stop for lunch. Kailash Parvat is clearly seen from here. Below the Kailash Parvat, one can see a big stone in the shape of an elephant. It is believed that God Indra rides on it. After 2 hours of long walk, the team reaches Dera Puk. The name of this place comes from the monastery itself. This monastery is located at the height of 4,900 meters from the sea level. The scene of Kailash Parvat from here is like heaven. Hundreds of pilgrims arrived at Derpuk from Sersong, riding on horses or on foot. Today the team is scheduled to go to Dolmala or Dormala Pass, and the weather is suitable. So, after breakfast, the team moves towards Dolmala or Dormala Pass with the help of a Tibetan guide. After 1.5 hour walk from Dera Puk, the team arrives at Shivasthal. Here, people can offer old clothes. The normal route for the Kailash circuit tour is through Ganesh Kunda, Dolmala or Dormala and Gaurikunda. After an hour-long walk from there, the pilgrims reach Sapchedatok. This scene is of Dormala Pass. It is situated at a height of 5,636 meters from the sea level. This is the tallest and the most exciting part of the journey. In this pass, people may suffer from headache and vomiting, but it becomes normal when climbed down. Sometimes this area is dangerous during storm and snowfall. So it is much wiser to start the journey easily in the morning. After getting down for 10 minutes, one can see Gaurikunda. According to one legend, Lord Shiva is believed to have taken bath here, together with his consort Parvati. This lake is believed to be their bathing pond. The distance of Shivasthal to the foot of Kangdeshangla Pass is approximately 3 to 4 hours, where a glacier can be seen. After an hour-long walking through the glacier, one needs to take the help of a rope in order to get to the Kangdeshangla Pass through a steep climb. The elevation of Kangdeshangla Pass is 5,675 meters above the sea level. After a little comfortable walk from there, one can see Kuber Parbat, 5,998 meters, and the Kuberkunda lake. If you want to collect holy water of the Kuberkunda or pay homage, one needs to turn right from the normal route. Mount Kuber and Kuberkunda are the best places for the pilgrims' joy in the region. After getting down from Kuberkunda, the road is connected with Dolmala or Dormala that leads to Jutulpuk. You can also have a chance to see the top of Mount Kailash from the southwestern side from here. This place has Jutulpuk Monastery. People generally spend one night in this place before leaving for Darchen and Chu Monastery near Mansarovar Lake. The team arrives at Chongdo in the next morning after a 3-hour walk. Pilgrims now are heading towards Darchen by jeep. In this way, the 3-day Kailash round is completed. Having lunch at Darchen, the team now travels towards Mansarovar Lake. But some pilgrims depart from the team in order to go to Mansarovar through the next route by visiting Tirthapuri. Tirthapuri is situated at the distance of 70 kilometers in the western part from Darchen. Near Tirthapuri there lies Tatopani Hot Springs, which is taken as Tibet's third important religious place. Pilgrims who want to complete the Kailash circuit tour, Tirthapuri is their last but an important destination. Famous Buddhist monk Padmasambhava and many other monks have deep religious links with Tirthapuri. Padmasambhava attained salvation by meditating in this temple, located at Tirthapuri. It is the belief of almost all the Buddhist people. Tirthapuri is located on the left edge of the Sutlej River. It takes nearly an hour to go round Tirthapuri. All the pilgrims reach at Chu Monastery through Darchen, and some interested pilgrims travel further towards Khojarnath Temple. Khojarnath Temple lies at a distance of 85 kilometers south of Mansarovar Lake. It is the name of a village located between Taklak and Hilsa. One can see the Rakshasthal monster lake as well. This lake is named on the basis of a Hindu traditional story. Hindu people believe that carnivorous monsters are still hiding into the dark waters. On the basis of this belief, people call it Rakshasthal and stay away from this lake, believing it as a symbol of dark and destructive power. According to the traditional religious story, the water of this lake is poisonous and fatal. So, to replace the poisonous water of this lake, a tunnel was made from Mansarovar Lake. The pure water of this lake and a golden fish were sent to this lake. Later, this fish was found alive. With this, the negative attitude of the people towards the lake has changed, and they have started to go nearer and even drink its water. According to Hindu mythology, in Treta Yuga, the demon king Ravana pleased Lord Shiva by meditating in this lake. Rakshas Lake lies in the west from Mansarovar Lake. It is situated at an altitude of 4,540 meters from the sea level. In Mansarovar Lake, there are many birds, including ducks, but in Rakshas Lake, there are no any birds at all. This is Takla Kot Bazaar. This place is very attractive because of its natural beauties. The team now reaches Kozarnath through Takla Kot Bazaar. Kozarnath is a very beautiful village located between Takla Kot and Hilsa. There are two monasteries here. First of all, there are the golden idols of God Rama, Lakshman and Goddess Sita. The monastery was established in about 7th century. It is constructed in a monastery style and thousands of Hindu pilgrims visit this place through Nepal. In another monastery situated here, there are idols of Lord Buddha. Most of the visitors of this monastery are Buddhist pilgrims. Many of the pilgrims at Kozarnath are people who visit Kailash Parbat by using helicopter packages from Kathmandu, Nepalganj, Simikot, Hilsa, Kailash Parbat and back. The pilgrims are now heading towards the Kozarnath monastery and encircling the money on it. While returning, the journey of 85 kilometers is completed within 1 hour by arriving at Mansarovar Lake. Today, everyone is tired. The pilgrims are getting ready for dinner. The next day, after bathing in Mansarovar Lake, the worshipping process starts. A tent is erected and all the arrangements and decorations are done. Here, different groups of pilgrims hold their various worshipping forms. The pilgrims express their happiness and satisfaction at the pilgrimage by hugging each other. After the worship, the team visits the Chu monastery. It is evening, and it is also time for lighting thread windings. It is called Arati. Swamiji is asking each pilgrim to light the lamps turn by turn. The next day, the travelers return to Kathmandu via Chu monastery. The team arrives back in Kathmandu from Nyalam in a single day. The pilgrims are back at Hotel Radisson in the evening. The Monterasa Treks and Expedition Private Limited asked Swamiji, Panditji, the team leader and other pilgrims about the evaluation of its services.
Ganeshji team, Raju and Vala cameraman Yuvraju, వీళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఈ కైలాస యాత్రలో కంటి మీద రెప్పకి ఎప్పుడైనా దూరం అవుతుందేమో కానీ కైలాస యాత్రలో వీళ్ళతో పాటు వెళ్ళిన వాళ్ళకి ఏ రకమైన అసౌకర్యం జరగదు. అత్యద్భుతంగా చూస్తారు. చాలా బ్రహ్మాండంగా చేశారు. మా ట్రిప్ మొత్తం వాళ్ళ చేతిలో అత్యద్భుతంగా మింగమా వాళ్ళని పెట్టుకుని చాలా బాగా చేశారు. వీళ్ళు ఈ టీంతో కలిసి మనం పనిచేయడం, ఈ టీంతో ఎప్పుడైనా సరే మనం కైలాస యాత్రకు వెళ్ళటం వలన అన్ని రకాలైనటువంటి సౌకర్యాలు పొందుతాం. మిగతా ఏ టీముల కంటే కూడా ఈ టీం చాలా అద్భుతంగా పనిచేస్తుంది.
Ganeshji, Rajuji, Mingma and all his team has done excellent and beyond anyone's expectations.
Yeah, I feel very good. Ganeshji, no more suggestions.
Hi, this is Sudhakar Kuchi Bhotla. I'm from California, USA, and we are a satsang of 25 people, and that includes 2 priests from India. And when we started this idea last October, Ganesh ji is the one who really became a part of this family rather than as a tour operator. I mean, there may be a lot of tour operators. I mean, we all know the difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is the little extra. And Ganesh ji, Raju ji, and his entire team went beyond our expectations, not meeting. I mean, this team is awesome. They are fantastic. We had some unexpected situations created by the God during the yatra. I mean, they have an answer for all those unforeseen situations. Because of their help and support system, we are able to have this very, very spiritual and blissful yatra. Without their help, it wouldn't have been possible. Truly, I thank Ganesh ji, Raju ji, and all the other Sherpas, everybody who made this a once in a lifetime yatra, a memorable one for all of us. I mean, it's just unbelievable, unforgettable experience. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Venkata Bhattaram. I live in California. I led this team of 25 people, and we are all mostly from California, and a couple of people come from India, and we all worked with Ganesh ji for last 6 months in preparation, and I'm really, thankful to the Google for showing me Ganesh ji in one of the top clicks. So that made me to bring to Monterosa, and not a single day I felt that I missed anything or anything. He was always available on the Skype as well as an email, and I used to get a quick turnaround.
Good to know that they are all satisfied with the management of the pilgrimage. Today all of them are returning to their homes. So, the organizers are bidding them farewell with flowers and garlands at the Tribhuvan International Airport, Kathmandu, Nepal, promising to meet them once again in the future. The journey to Kailash and Mansarovar Lake is very important, not only from the religious perspective, but also it is equally significant for the development of tourism. The management of this exclusive divine pilgrimage to Kailash Parbat was done by the Monterosa Treks and Expedition Private Limited. This company is always hopeful of your pilgrimage and even in your geological interests in the form of mountaineering adventures. Om Namo Shivaya.